You are listening to a special edition of the Elwood Panthers report on the Central Indiana Sports Report, a recap and head coach Ryan VanSkyock's reaction to the Panthers' 70-17 loss at Mississinewa on Friday. Please do us a huge favor, Panther fans, and like, subscribe, and follow the Central Indiana Sports Report along with an Elwood Panthers report. We also cover the Frankton Eagles, IU, Purdue, the Colts, Pacers, Fever, IndyCar, and so much more. Also, I have a new daily podcast called Greg and His Friends Talk Sports. 10 to 20 minutes every day. I talk about what Central Indiana sports fans are talking about. You can check out Fridays now, and Saturdays will be out sometime between 12:01 a.m. and 6 p.m. I gave myself a wide window to get that done. Could really use your help sharing all this information with other sports fans in your life. Help us continue to grow and thrive. Appreciate it. Well, this is going to be a bit of an unpleasant one. Elwood went to Mississinewa and faced a team that was 4-10, Mississinewa, but that's not fooling anybody. That is a really good Mississinewa team that took advantage of an Elwood team that couldn't put the ball in the basket. Elwood led for much of the first quarter, led after 3 minutes of the game, but the Indians then went on an incredible run, finished the first period up 22-9, then outscored Elwood 19-0 in the second quarter to lead 41-9 at halftime. It was 14-2 in the third quarter. It was 55-11 after 3 quarters. 70-17 your final. Mississinewa sophomore star Ravion Fetz led all scorers with 18 points. Trent and Trey Van Landingham combined for 23. Elwood's leading scorer had 4 points. That was Corbin Level and Keegan Davenport for apiece. Braden Etchison scored 3. Bryce Schuler, Blaze Jones, and Connor Wooten 2 points apiece. Your Panthers are now 6-7 on the season with 4 losses in their last 5 games. And it doesn't get any easier next Friday when they go to Frankton, a team that all they did on Friday night was take on Class 2A number 6 and unbeaten Blackford and come away from Blackford with a 55-24 victory. Going to be a big test for Elwood. Elwood's still looking for their first winning season in over a decade, and it's quite possible. After the Frankton game, there are a lot of winnable games coming up. Of course, in order to do that, they're going to have to start playing a little better. February 3rd, that's a Tuesday, they're at Hamilton, a team that they've beaten the last few years. And then February 5th, Tri-Central comes to Elwood for the next home game. Panthers are then at Southern Wells, at GEO Next Generation in Indianapolis. Then Blue River Valley comes to town on the 13th, and the next night, the Panthers go to Providence Cristo Rey, and then it finishes with 3 straight home games: Anderson Prep, Oak Hill, and Cowan. Before we get to Coach VanSkyock, I want to let you know what's going on at the Central Indiana Sports Report. Late Thursday, we released a special edition of the IU report. Grant Schaus, Mike Hutzels, and Dave Chanley's thoughts on IU's incredible national championship run. Then on Sunday, on a special college football report, Michelle Garman will give her thoughts along with some friends and special guests. Also, Friday, we have a Colts report, and Sunday, our first Fever report in a while with John Robertson and Michelle Garman. And then on Monday, we will have our Pacers report with Mike Rich. Please join us for all the fun. Please stay tuned for Elwood basketball head coach Ryan VanSkyock. Welcome back, Coach. Tough one tonight. Let's start with Mississinewa, and that's a really good team you were playing tonight.
Yeah, really good team. Just disappointed in our execution and how we played tonight. I mean, we prepared for 3 days, gave them a 6-page scouting report, and basically everything we talked about all week we didn't do. So it's on us, unfortunately. Um, we got to look in the mirrors at our own selves and be like, we've got to change. I mean, we've been outscored by 95 points in the last week. We were playing really good basketball. Unfortunately, Jackson Gordon decided to transfer and left us. He was our leading scorer. Somebody's got to step up the plate and fill in those points. So we are really struggling shooting the basketball right now. Basically, tonight we almost went 2 quarters without scoring. I would say we probably missed 13, 14 layups. Shots around the rim wouldn't go in. Wide open threes won't go in. So unfortunately, we had some of those nights, but we're having a lot of those, and the kids just got to have some confidence stepping up and trying to make those shots.
And Mississinewa is the kind of team that'll make you pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, their best offense is out in trans. So when you're not hitting, I mean, they're basically in transition all night, and that's not good for us. So we need to score some buckets, allow us to get down, set up our defense. And unfortunately, we were just on the run the whole game. When you're playing quick, athletic players, like it's a recipe for a disaster. The first 2 quarters, I mean, just killed us. When we didn't score in the second quarter and they scored 19, I mean, right there was the game in itself.
The next one is next Friday at Frankton. Doesn't get any easier. Frankton, a 55-24 win over Blackford. Previously unbeaten Blackford. Coach, I know you are close with Coach Brobston. First of all, how impressed are you by that score? Second, your thoughts on taking on the Eagles?
Well, first off, they don't oppose me. I mean, Brent does an outstanding job, and he's built a culture there that's based on it. No matter who's there, they just plug him in. It's the same system. It was the same thing as when I was with Coach Teagle at Jake Town. It's just winning season after winning season because people are bought into the culture. They work hard and they do the things that's asked of them. So, no surprise on the score. Uh, Brent thought they were going to be down a little bit probably this year compared to where they've been, and I just felt like at the beginning of the year and then the offseason, I'm like, you're going to have a really good year. I mean, you just see those kids. I mean, they just play so hard and play together. So it's going to be another cup outing for us. We're going to have to play great team basketball. A lot of people counted us out last year in the second on, and we were right in the game in the first half and getting beat by 10 or 12. So we just got to come out and execute. I mean, if we continue to keep doing our own thing and not want to listen, these outcomes of getting beat by 30, 40 points are going to continue to happen. So we're going to come in tomorrow. We're going to keep working and try to get this thing turned around.
All right, Coach VanSkyock, we'll talk to you again on Wednesday. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Greg, for all you do. Appreciate you.
Thanks so much to Coach VanSkyock for joining me after a tough loss. Appreciate him calling win or lose. Thank you so much for listening. Please do us a huge favor. Share this podcast with an Elwood Panthers fan in your life. Help us spread the news that the Central Indiana Sports Report is talking about what Central Indiana sports fans are talking about every single day. Thanks again. One more thing. Please hit that like button. I know it seems dumb and frivolous, and it just seems like you're stroking somebody's ego, but it really does help spread our podcast around to other people who might be interested. So hit that like button, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. You know the Central Indiana Sports Report is great and deserves to be heard by others. So please help us out. Don't make me beg, though I am willing to beg. Hey, it's great to be an Elwood Panther. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.